Welcome to a 0k LOB pod, where we've got a bunch of players, a match requested by Purus, where in the northwest corner we've got shields, multiple cloakbots, rovers, hovers, tanks, gunships, and possibly airplanes, not sure what they're going to do, and we are throwing, that's already good. Versus in the southeast corner, we've got rovers, cloakbots, hovers, airplanes, no amphipods because it's being reclaimed. Because, yes, Singularity rush, good. And tanks. That's all for now. It's not that many factories. And what's the EDA on this thing like? 1 minute and 15 seconds. Honestly, that's not that much. They're just going to give up a lot of early map control. Map control, possibly even going to lose some eco through raids, though right now it doesn't actually look like Northwest is really going to be raiding all that much. More tanks for Southeast. And over here, the glaives are just running around, not doing anything yet. And over here, Mason might actually be under fire, but double Scorcher should be able to hold down there. No issues there. Still though, not close to your Mason now. So Mason is in fact dead. So yeah, who's good with the rating now? It is actually Southeast at least a little bit. Did you count that? The real reason why don't we do this every game? Well, it probably also depends on like what kind of map you've got, with how many maxes and all that. What kind of quality maxes, these are all pretty good. 2.1, so a little above average. And here bowlers are already able to snipe a Karachi. Might be able to snipe a Swift or two, but don't. Okay, once again, Scorcher able to get through. Rogue is not in fact going to hit it. And that means 2 maxes could easily go down. Mason is coming in, but that's too slow. Thug also too slow and not even coming in. And constructing that Lotus is also too slow. Still though, explosion from the max takes it out. Singularity already up, 2.5 minutes in. And only linked to 1 max, but now to a couple more through the wind generator, at least 1 more. Still has to be connected to way more maxes before it's actually somewhat worth it. I do think we want to have the ROI tracker up as well for this match. Just because that way we can at least see a little bit on the like how much overdrive they've got due. So actually that's surprisingly little compared to what the other team has. You do have like Purus there with like 600 and like 400 there. So they do have significantly more invested in eco than the other team. And yeah, they have indeed lost quite a lot of map control. Because of that, eco currently still better for Northwest. If we look for economic value, but there it is, the switch where it is in fact constructed. All of a sudden Southeast with at least more invested, which could, in the future, lead to better eco, but for now it will not. Commander already going down. And if you just look at the map control, like, yeah, they've got like a small corner. That's all they've got. Of course, Northwest also has a lot they still can get. And they don't have yet. A little bit slow on the expansion. With like a lot of loaders in, well, a pretty safe position. But at the very least, they are able to get that. Of course, the Southeast team can also expand over there. So it is still up for grabs. Not really sure who's going to get it. Since, well, at least they are expanding with multiple players on that side. Whereas Northwest team is only really expanding with the light blue. And maybe green is expanding, but doesn't really look like it. Over here, Stinger is not yet up, but I mean, not exactly the best raid ever. Stinger will actually stay up, just barely. Ogre could still snipe it, and it's probably worth it to try. Come on, okay. Impaler does it for you. Over here, Minotaur and a couple of Scorchers moving in. but that's just an overwhelming number of enemy units. Not really something you can do about that. They don't really have an airplane layer, so they do not, at least I don't think they know. Yeah, no, they do not know about the enemy Singularity. That could hurt them. They might be expecting like a nuke rush, maybe, paladin rush, maybe. Although for paladin rush they, well, doesn't really look like something along those lines, because otherwise you would be investing a lot more. Whereas just one Singularity is only 40% cost compared to a paladin. Second Singularity though, already at least halfway. Though it's not really under construction right now, caretakers are busy. But yeah, once again, overdrive could really be a factor. 33 versus just 20 overdrive for Northwest. So even though they have more maxes, and they might have them linked up a little bit, not yet, overdrive is still a lot better for Southeast. Reclaiming as well. Not really sure where they're all reclaiming. There isn't that much reclaim on the field right now. So reclaim will be temporary, of course. But yeah, with second Singularity going up before the first for Northwest team, at least I expect that, they really could be getting an insane eco lead just through that. Over here though, that's a lot of raiders. Bunch of scorches, 11 of them. Phoenix though, yeah, bombs them. A hot sticky load of the Phoenix dropping onto those scorches. A lot of them going down. A little bit of a, well, long duration afterburn of course on Phoenix. So yeah, most of the scorches have gone down. 3 of them at least survive. Over here, Wasp 1 is going down. Second Wasp will not go down, I assume. Because, well, yeah. Raiders coming to help out. Couple of glaives, couple of blitz. And they are indeed cleaned up. Down south, Team Northwest. Not that vulnerable, at least in the far south. Not that vulnerable to any raiders. But of course you could probably sneak through there. The other side of the hill would be an option, though you would be running into a commander, but that's, yeah, it's a level 1 commander, not a big deal. One thing to note, look at the players. A lot of nebulas, at least 3 of them, for the Northwest team, so they probably have a bit of a hard time. Yeah, their players are probably slightly better. At least their high level players are probably better than those from the enemy. But those will have to carry their weight way more than the other ones. Couple of hits, at least one of them already sniped. Nicely done. And over here, Max, not in fact overdriven. And hey, that's a stuck blitz. Nice. But I mean, it does make sense that they're trying to do that. Though it's a bit of a shame that you don't have the Max under your control. So you should be losing that in the future. Of course, they don't have vision on it right now, so apparently the slings are not firing at it. But once they see it, and they should at least at some point, you will be losing that Max. Oh well, I mean, it's just one Max. What's one Max on a map like this? But still, even though, yeah, you've got way better energy. Enemy with their fusions, and with currently very good wind as well. 2.1 each. That energy, not that much worse. And their metal income also very good. Better than yours, even though you have double Singularity. Yeah, your overdrive grid is yellow. It's very busy, overdriving all of it. How much? 125%? So yeah, incredibly high overdrive. This is just 60% on the other side. But yeah, even now, their eco is still similar, if not slightly better than yours. Scorches not moving in. A little surprised, but I mean, yeah, enemy has a decent number of scorches as well. So that would of course be quite difficult. Push over here with quite a lot of artillery, couple of fences. I mean, fences are far forward. Not that many glaives, so you can probably clean those up and now run before the Minotaurs get there. And enemies, like your team, has their Ravagers. Should be able to deal with these Minotaurs without too many issues, though it's a bit of a shame having like your Impalers and all run forwards like that. Oh well. Still a bit of a weird fight over here. I mean, Lance would be very nice to just run in there with like 1 or 2 Ravagers, just snipe it. It's a very low HP target, and there wasn't really that much defending it directly. Yeah, they do have those Kadachis, but you can outrun them pretty much with your Ravagers or Scorchers, because you do still have a couple of those left. Kadachis over here all stunned, though since the Ogre is not stunned, running in there with at least Scorcher is still a bit of an issue. Up north, bit of a sling ball, couple of Rippers as well, so Eco there will be taken down. Desolator though is up and running, so yeah, you won't be able to push this position very easily. But at least you will be able to get 2 more maxes, and 2 more maxes for you means a lot more overdrive. Each of your maxes going for more than double their original value. Watch out with your Strummer though. I mean, you don't want to take down your own wall, which you are in fact doing. That's not great. Probably, no, that is actually passable even for vehicles now. At least in some spots. Over here, also a very difficult ball to push. Lot of badges there. Rippers. I mean, the Rippers, they do have 1000 HP each. And Commander doesn't look to be in a very good position there. Oh no. Rippers now are all disarmed. But since they're now out of range of the mines, they will not be going down. That's a shame, having that Commander go down. Just a little overextended there. But even with the Commander going down, it's a pretty even trade. Up north, apparently not. All of the slings and all were taken down with just a couple of glaives. I'm a little surprised, since you did have those Rippers nearby. Not sure what happened to those, but seeing this explosion, I fear you just ran into the enemy Desolator. Down south, not really able to push in. Yeah, no, it's probably not good to try and run in here with your own raiders. I mean, they've got good defenses now, multiple Stardust, Faraday as well, so stunning everything that gets close. Going to be very difficult to just push that with a couple of units. You would first need to take the turrets down through artillery or something like that. Maybe a Thunderbird to try and stun it. But yeah. Over here, mostly missing your own Ravagers. Good thing there with your Phoenix, and you do clean up all of the cloaks. Though, watch it, because that's just not necessary. I mean, it's still a good trade, but all of a sudden it's an even trade, pretty much. So, yeah. It's not good to sit in the range of an enemy Desolator. It really just isn't. Sling, of course, is able to outrange it, even though it is on the Spire. Small Spire, though. You can still push it. And since there is only a single shield, but soon to be 2 shields nearby, it's not that well defended. From artillery. Doesn't have that much regen. And over here also, badges, watch out. Badges, you really just kind of want to have them on attack move, and also on like, fire towards enemy, of course. Which they do have. Just drop those mines. You don't want to get in range of fences. You outrange them by quite a bit. You don't want to get close. Sniping 1, maybe 2 more fences there. Very nice. And Blitzball is actually looking very scary. I mean, look at the HP, 6600 value, 28,000 HP. Just in that small ball of a Blitz. Also very nice to just use them to run through the minefield so that your fences do not get damaged. It's something I do not see happening right now, but it is something you could consider. Lico does bomb nicely. Bombing quite a couple of them. Taking down 5 blitz and of course damaging a whole lot more. Masons though will also be going down. I don't really see that much to back up here. And yeah, another 3 masons could easily go down. Send a couple of rippers. A couple, is that enough? You don't need to send all of them. And ooh, sneaky scythes coming in. What are they going to be sniping? That's the question. One scythe has already gotten through over here. Could be sniping a tremor. Though maybe it's just going to be here for scouting. Would also not be the worst thing ever. But of course taking down a 1600 value tremor would also be very nice. Thing is, with Phoenix and all close by, it's pretty easy to deal with a single scythe in your base. So using it just for a little bit of scouting is probably best for now. Over here, scythes being split up. We'll try to sneak through. Not doing that very effectively right now, but that's fine. And they want to push. Orange says push down south. I mean, I get why you want to try, but you probably don't know about all of these defenses. Paradise, Stardust, Stinger, and now also to deal with possible Phoenix or Thunderbird. Yep, Chainsaw is also up. 8-hour Tony, the Puris commander, the Sniper commander. Very nice, and just has ducks as its thingy. I'm a little surprised because that you like are allowed to keep that, even though the factory itself was reclaimed. Yeah, because I don't see another Amphipods factory on the field. Also, this is a little weird, Tom. Generally, fusions are not that worth it. I mean, the efficiency on them is not great. So if you already have 2 singularities, it's not really worth it to invest in like a fusion or 2. Not anymore, at least. And size. I mean, maybe you'll use them as a makeshift bomb to destroy the size. It's not the worst thing if that is indeed what happens. Though I don't really see them doing all that much more damage in the base. There are not really any defenses here. Chainsaw and Hacksaw, of course, for air defenses, but nothing else. No, not really. So maybe they are able to sneak through and destroy something important. Or spot something important, like an Odin. On the other side, the Asd Singularity has now gone up. Will also be spotted by the Swifts. Second Singularity will also be spotted, and Crow should have been spotted as well. Also, oh, that's a shame. No, there it is. Was just a little bit of a Swift knocking the power grid down. I was like, hey, did your grid just get disconnected? But no. Also, hey, it worked marvelously. The Scythes all just sacrificed themselves, trying to go for a fusion. It works. Over here though, Kadachis moving in. Most of them get destroyed by the Lico. But 2 of them are still alive, will be able to take down 1, probably even all 3 of these slings. They're not going to try. Bowlers will have to do it for them. Wow, keeping 1 of them alive. I'm really surprised about that. And who do you have there? What? Why? Why? That's a constructor, right? There's nothing special? No, that's just a conjurer. What? What are they doing there? I mean, I'm pretty sure it would have been more worth it just having it walk itself over there. What? Yeah, I do not get it. That's 1,000 metal just in the Hercules. And you sacrifice it for a conjurer that gets spotted and doesn't do anything. I do not understand. I do not. Anyways, anti-nuke on the other side, on the northwest side, is now going up. Probably a little scared with that scouting coming in from those swifts. Although, of course, if that was scouting for a nuke, you would have been too late anyways. But it was, in fact, scouting for the Odin. Crow also out, and is already dealing quite a lot of damage. What's there to defend? Not much. I mean, you don't have any anti-air in the northeast corner. Over here though, well, Faraday won. It tried its best, didn't succeed. At least not that well. Blitz are stunned, at least a lot of them are. And are you able to get through? I don't think so, no. And you are indeed already retreating. That's what I said, like, yeah, you probably don't know about all of the defenses. Going almost 2-1 in favor of northwest over there. Couple more scythes, one is still spotted. And just going for fusion. I mean, that's fine. Liko. Do you not have any, like, self-preservation instincts or anything like that? Like, that was way closer than it should have been. 37 HP. Indeed. Had there been one more hit by the scythe, it would have gone down. I mean, what else did you have, right? That's the issue. You had a commander. That's what you had. Could have just moved its butt over there. And then it would have just been cleaned up without any casualties. Although it ended up going pretty okay anyways. So it's fine. You got away with it. Crow. Second crow is almost up. First one is just being healed up. Very nicely. And are there any air defenses going up in the north? I do not see them, if they are. I mean, a couple of gremlins, but like, 4 gremlins are like nothing when it comes to like defending against a crow. And Ravagers, 21 Ravagers right there. Can do a whole bunch of damage. I mean, it's just like 5 Kodachis and then artillery. You really can't just push into that. But nope, you're going for the commander. It's a decent target. Why is that Impaler also with it? Come on. People, use control groups, please. Oh no. Crow. I mean, there are a couple of crashes. Crow is actually a little more scared than I think it should be. Well, I mean, it is only 50% HP. Still though, there aren't that many crashers. Just like 6, 7 crashers. That's it. Anyways, commander level 5 does stay up. And just like that, I mean, a decent fight for both teams. I mean, it didn't really swing the attrition either way. And in total, it is still good for southeast. Going for ultimate attrition as well. A Bertha. Slowly going up. And the anti-nuke. I mean, that's a very effective way to defend your anti-nuke against things like widows. Rather than just scouting the widow, you just destroy the widow. It's also just like a lot more expensive than a couple of wind generators. Not a Charon trying to well, this time around Charon rather than Hercules. Trying to move through with a Conjurer. It's actually not scouted, even though you really should have been able to see it, and you have your raptors close by. Maybe it can do something sneaky in the back. I mean, Iris also has their radius, upkeep, cloak radius. No! Oh, it does have jamming device. What? Oh, radar jamming there, 350. Right. So it does have radar jamming. And our Conjurer was cleaned up anyways. That's a shame. Oh well. I guess we won't be seeing any sneaky things in the back. Although, honestly, I don't know what you would like to have in the back of their base. A Purus. No, not Purus. This one's Purus. Level 9, level 6 commander as well. And, wow, going for storage spamming. Purus, are we going to put you on the Nazi list? Let's see. Leg. Horus has a lot of storage left over. Horus, why do you need storage? You shouldn't be needing storage. Raptors are being shot at? That's not great. By who, though? What? Yeah, that's a question I do not have an answer to right now. Since I do not see any anti-air over there. Maybe it was just taken down by the Ravager ball. But anyways, 2 almost full HP crows moving forwards. Problem, as someone said, and indeed a problem it is. Yeah, you've got a couple of gremlins, you've got a couple of raptors, and wow! Already going back with the crows? I mean, one of them is somewhat damaged, sure, but like, not too bad, right? Glaive ball now. Just a couple of oh, did you? Phantom! One shot, a 1 kill. It's just not the thing you should have killed. Still, now, glaives in the line. Cleaning up the artillery, cleaning up slings, and some phantoms as well. 2 of them are left. Doesn't dodge nicely. And now should be cleaned up. At least, shortly. I mean, it can't engage against the welder, can't engage against commander. And commander for Nanopirate is forwards through a Hercules. Well, transported. Maybe not specifically forwards, but like... it has been placed in a different location. Anyways, Odin, what are you going to do? 3 Serb. Going for Cerberus, it makes some sense, but you're not dropping your bomb. Good night. Right on top of the anti-nuke. No, just next to it. Don't take it down. Too bad. This though, it is starting to look... What? It is starting to look scary, I wanted to say, but I don't think that is going to be true. Why are you building... what? Sorry, what? You're stealing their wind. It doesn't make much sense to me. Airstrike on the tremors. Tremors are all gone. That is huge indeed. 6,400 value destroyed. 2.6k reclaim. That's some of the densest reclaim on the field, probably. Like in the game. This though, also very dense. Still a very dense Ravager ball. Going to be destroying a couple of convicts. And should also just be able to move in there. Look at that line. Run in. Try. I mean, I know you have a lot invested in this. That's almost 7,000 worth of Ravager. Stopping 7,000 worth of Ravager is also a bit of an issue. And even if you just get the Impalers, that's already 5,600. Nope. I was about to say, maybe you don't need to do that since the Phoenix can do it for you, but nope. There are no defenses there. Like, yeah, the Crow, but like, that's it. Yeah. Sure. Wait for the Paladin. I do not really know why they're so hesitant there. Paladin would be a great option against the Crow as well. Third Crow is also somewhat close to being constructed. About 75% of the way done. Eco! Transforming the Crow into a bit of reclaim. I still don't know what you're trying to do over there, but it's fine. Couple of imps. Unlikely to do anything, I want to say. But there is of course a chance. Over here though, Paladin. Stunning commander. And should be cleaning up the commander very shortly as well. One more burst from its laser and it's probably gone. You're running away. Not the thing I expected you to do. You're a full HP Paladin. Snipe it. It is still in one-shot range. Yeah, come on. I mean, it's a little too far away now, but... oh well. People going to switch into anything else. Singularity a little further forward, a little bit less risky when it comes to jackrams, which really, I mean, does Team like the Northwest by now? Nope. They never scouted. No vision. Like, honestly, that does hurt. They've got radar tower there. Not even advanced radar? No, they must have an advanced radar somewhere. But I don't see it though. That's also radar. Where is your advanced radar? It is somewhere, since that's not really a radar signature I would otherwise really recognize. Where is your advanced radar? Ah, there it is. So yeah, you don't even see any of this. Would have been nice to have it like on this hill. And since you do have the map control for it, placing it further forwards, just seeing everything, is probably so much more valuable compared to where I have it now. Up north, couple of ravages, going to try and sneak through. Unless you use your manual weapon, I do see them going through as well, since of course these are assaults, and assaults like to just run through and not really care. Cleaning up even just that singular phantom, almost worth it. Not exactly worth it, right, but almost. And now since this one got stuck, you won't be able to get into the caretakers, so oh well. Not completely worth it, it isn't. But maybe it was just a little bit of a sneak peek for the second ball. The Scorcher ball. And goodbye Conjurer. Still, nice to have an imp there, because you could stun... Oh, imp no more. Scrap that. There is nothing to say about an imp. I was about to say, like, well, having an imp to stun a lot of it would be very nice, because then your crow can come in, just bomb everything at once, and run out before it actually gets targeted by the paladin. But I don't think you're really going to be stunning anything, since closest imps are over there. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Down south, still losing a couple of maxes. And those early singularities, looking at eco now, I don't think they really paid off. Map control is somewhat even, though I would still give the edge to Northwest. But are you Cerberusing over here or something? Not really sure. But Team Northwest also, even though they're later, I mean, Singularity 1, Singularity 2, good number of fusions as well, and Singularity number 3 also going up. So yeah, they were later with their singularities compared to you. You've only got 2 of them right now. Third one is slowly being constructed. And you do have your Nuke, only a single one though. So all of this is vulnerable to a nuke. Good thing the enemy isn't going for it. If your team southeast, and imp got a good stun off. Still, no DPS close by, and 8 more seconds. Then the Minotaurs will be close enough to clean it all up. Yep. Okay, good. Still going to be very difficult to clean up Paladin, high level commanders, multiples, right? Though all of the high level commanders over here have been taken away, and this is pretty open. I mean, there is a good ball of ravages there, but sneaking in, just like one cloaked constructor, I think you can do quite a lot of damage. And they might manage to do some scouting. Still haven't scouted this, so you don't know how vulnerable that is to a jack ramp. But at least you did scout something. And oh, crow up north going down. Cerberus not constructed. Commander also, unless you have a very good manual weapon that you can activate in like -3 seconds. Or like now. You are dead. Ravagers. I mean, they didn't really even have to focus. But dead the commander is anyways. Everyone help north. I mean, this area, it is costing you a lot of metal. Value 75,000. This area, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, Lucifer without energy. I mean, that's what I mean with like, well, having multiple nebulous ranked players on your team is probably not ideal. Because yeah, that's a lot of metal. Not even an insane amount, but like still, like 2,000, 3,000 metal at least. Like yeah, 3,000, 4,000. Just Lucifer is already over 2,000. It's very expensive. It didn't do anything. But hey, at least they constructed you quite a couple of wind generators. Was able to help you out a little bit early game. And over here, Ravager Ball. I mean, pathing is a little bit difficult because of all of those different spires and all that. But by now, double Odin coming in. And they've got a target. They are locked and loaded. Don't think this is going to work. No, it is actually. Odins have their targets locked and loaded. Two of them coming in. First one, going after the far away Singularity. Second one, nope, actually, it's not doing that. Second Odin, please go after the correct one. You're seemingly doing that. Yes, you are. Good job, Odin. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be GG. I say that as in like, it should be, but I don't really expect it to be. Because they still have like that 75,000 worth in that shield ball and all that. But yeah, with all of their eco gone, or at least most of their energy eco, it is looking kinda bad, right? I mean, they're not really able to push the Paladin up north. Pushing Commander though, so that's very nice. Can't push this Commander, can't push the Paladin. Voting to resign, voting no, for now. But at the same time, like yeah, it's all very expensive, so if we look at total value, you're pretty far off, but still, it's only 20k, right? Probably nuke, that is not in fact a nuke, that is just another Singularity. You're only 20k off, but it's all just sitting there, it's all static. That can't really win you the game. So, up north, southeast will just keep on pushing, I assume, and just slowly wrap around and kill you. They almost resign. They should. This is a bit weird, but I think you're doing that to try and keep scythes out. It's not the worst thing ever. Right? Being able to keep out widows, keep out scythes, just because they cannot stay cloaked. I don't hate it. But it could also make your pathing very annoying for your bigger units. Though, let's be honest, I don't think it's really going to matter. Also, it might just barely be too wide. Yeah, no, I don't think the side is going to sneak through there. Don't think so. Still, could have probably been a lot easier if you just made one line rather than an entire area. But it's fine. And let me res this. Okay. I mean, that's an option. Not really one I see working out for you, but it's definitely an option. Resing is, of course, slow. But at least it doesn't cost you any metal. Another Singularity is slowly going up. And this Singularity, not a nuke, does have two nice catalysts close by. I mean, if you're scared of them making a nuke, and maybe you are, maybe you aren't, not really sure. I mean, you do still have a bit of area left that could be hit by a nuke, and hitting just this is already way worth it. Almost, well, probably 30k total, if you count your servers and all that as well. Definitely not something you want to have hit. And over here, a dagger is now running through. Might be able to clean up a fusion. More ultimatum. Ultimatum is more worth it, of course. And hey, the loaders, they're actually effective. And, well, Bertha kaput. Bertha very effective in, or at least something else, probably Paladin then. Very effective in just cleaning up the ultimatum. Ultimatum here now for southeast as well. Running in, though, honestly, I don't really see it doing anything, right? Silo cleaned up the Bertha. And this is just too many shields, so even a very strong Odin should not be able to get through. Shield actually just recharging, rather than going down. Odin is kinda close, but it will fizzle out quite shortly. Double Dante, double Merlin, and a lot of Ravagers, honestly. Take your Ravagers and your Lance, take them over here, snipe a couple of the turrets, snipe Faraday, 2 Faradays or 1 Stardust with your Lance, and all of a sudden those Ravagers can all just run in, not even, because there is a second line. No one expects the second missile silo with the second line of Stardust Faraday. No, they don't. Oh well, I mean it's fine then I guess. And you could have won with shield ball push. I mean, there isn't really a shield ball though. But like, yeah, how much did they invest in just... What? Oh, these are mobile. What? These are the static ones. 15k. Yeah, another 16,000 value there. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of value. That's the issue. There is so much value over there. How much? 75,000. That is, compared to your peak, a little under half. A little under half of your value in like... How much is that? Map, like percentage-wise? Like 10% of the map, maybe? That the enemy can just go around. Even down south they could go around all of this. Pushing forwards now with Impalers. I mean, that's just asking for a couple of Ravagers to move in. But even that is not even necessary. Because they're voting to resign. Again. Yes! Catalyst 1 destroyed. Ah, okay. It's not a very effective catalyst, I guess. Because if you take down the second fusion, it would not be going down. Now, Odin does take down the Singularity. And there it goes. Goodbye, Singularity. Most of the units do survive over there. And Paladin, although disarmed for another 6 seconds, it's not really going to work out. I mean, look at what southeast corner has now got. The entire northern side of the field. Over double your eco, still good attrition. And you still don't have an answer to Paladin, let alone to like the backup of 4 Cyclops. Over here seems like Missile Silo is trying to do some damage, but yeah. Funnel Web is just going to soak it. Y'all can resign please. Myopic with the Paladin, supporting Mr. Long, or Mr. Long supporting the Cyclops, supporting the Paladin. And Southeast finally wins this game. Surprising, but the team going for an insane economic start was actually just ahead in army the entire game and behind in eco.